Okay.
All right, we got a recording going, a 4D roleplay practice session. It's still called a training session, but it's just, you know, a vetting session for the Discord so that you can get the red tag. Not really a big deal about all the colors, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Getting more Russian players and more players from the other side of the world interested in roleplay is very exciting to me. So I'm super happy to do this. Let's
So
talk.
am I.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead. You can respond.
No, no. I just I always was interested in role playing, and I had little chance to play with foreign players. So now it's like a big chance to start doing it.
Amazing. All right. I feel a bit rusty with role playing. I did it. I'm not getting many chances lately since the Pathfinder session I was playing got cancelled, and now I'm doing trying out a couple cyberpunk games, and they have yet to start. So I'm a bit rusty, but I'll do my best for you. Let's
Yeah, yeah.
talk about.
There's
Go ahead.
okay, okay. No, no, no. Okay, no problem.
Well, we do have a delays with the distance of where we are located, so if we talk over each other, do not worry, like especially during roleplay. If we talk over each other, then you just go first and describe what you are doing, and then I will follow up. If if it's hard for me to hear you because the phone microphone is not that good, I will just ask you to repeat it. Like, repeat it, please. So we don't have
Yeah,
to stop the game, we don't have to like pause the whole game.
I can change because I'm using my phone, my earbud. Maybe from the telephone it will be better.
Okay, yeah, we can try that out.
Yeah. How is it better now?
Oh yes, this is much better. This helps. This helps. Great improvement. Okay, let's talk about the setting where you want to roleplay, like anything specific you want to roleplay. A premise, a setting, a character.
Yeah, we when we're playing with Klaus, we are using spreadsheets with random worlds and random tone. So it's like it's just being random chosen. So I don't
Right.
mind if we can do the same, or you can choose the where shall we play. But personally, I prefer, for example, Warhammer setting, Cyberpunk setting, some maybe Delta Green setting. But I am okay with the generic fantasy and generics. So I really don't mind. I'm open for new things.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I have no creativity, so nothing comes to mind.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, then let's go for Cyberpunk. I don't know. I like it.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. What what's your character? Let's give him a name and what you're good at. A couple keywords.
Yeah, okay. My character is Johnny D. Fall. D is his not his part of the name. D is his nickname. Just D.
Johnny D.
The letter.
Okay.
Yeah, the letter D. So so it sounds like Johnny default, but his surname is Fall, and he's good at smashing people with his gorilla hands.
Johnny
So
Default. Okay. He's a brawler.
yeah.
All right. Okay. Sorry, I was thinking silently to myself. Here we go. I will set the scene. It's a cyberpunk world. We are in a city, a very large city. The location itself, it's raining outside, but we are covered in between buildings with large overhangs. A lot of people are walking over the sky bridges to go between skyscraper to skyscraper. So it's above the ground, about like 50 meters above the ground. The rain itself is washing the air clean and is helping to breathe outside without a mask for a change. On your communications link is the contract. A man with a clear-cut face, looks like a military cut hairstyle. A corporal listed. A message underneath. He needs to be taught a lesson. Find him, break his legs. An attachment will carry a military-issued sidearm. There's a small hologram that slowly rotates to show a revolver-style side gun with enhanced bullets that explode on impact. The bounty attached to it, 3,000 yen.
So I'm standing, leaning towards the wall behind me. I'm holding in my hands my comlink, going through the details of this contract. Where can I find this person? Where he belongs? What he's up to? I'm checking all the things. Then I'm taking down. I'm putting away my comlink back away. Then I stand straight, look to the left, look to the right. So where should I start?
A couple people walk past you, and the older man turns around. It's like, huh? I'm sorry, did you ask me something?
No problem. No problem, Gonk. I was just talking to myself. I have problems with my head. Just pass by.
He lets out a sigh and rolls his eyes and keeps on walking. Yeah, whatever.
So I continue my walk through the alley between the buildings. I see in front of myself the mega building where I have parked my car. So when I reach the end of the alley, I turn to the left to the parking zone. Going, I see from my sides different little shops, some with food, some things, some jewelry maybe. Then without any problem, I reach my car, sit down and start the engine. Once again, I look at my comlink to check the address of the target.
The car door.
After checking,
the car door doesn't close right. It opens up again.
Damn. I'm trying my to use my strength to close it away and slap the door to make it closed.
Yeah, with sufficient force, a door clicks into place, shaking a little bit, but it's secured.
A damn rusty thing. It is so old. I should buy myself a new one. And I shake my hand with a little anger. So I start the car after I have closed the door and start driving towards the address. While I drive in my car, I can see all this neon light, neon things like they're shining from every side. Mega buildings and smaller buildings and some different shops, hookers. Everything passed by me, and just they become in one line. So I'm like I drove like in a tunnel.
The lines, the lines blur as the sky itself with the dark overcast shining, passing through the streets, reaching a different sector of the city, closer to the beach now. Some foghorns of the ships outside can be heard now, penetrating the loud cars and the rain itself. A theme park near near the beach with giant Ferris wheels and other attractions playing. The address on the card, a couple notes scribbled in that this man has wife and children and might be found attending the festival.
After checking up the additional information about my target, I swiftly change the. I use my steering wheel to swiftly change the way where I'm driving my car. So
The wheel screeching as it brakes across the asphalt, taking the exit lane.
yeah, and I change my line to the left, so I can drive to the beach where the festival is held. I'm approaching the beach. I can hear when I'm approaching the beach. I can hear the sounds of loud music. That everything is shiny on the beach. It's some kind of party or a big music festival. I rapidly stop my car not far from the entrance, not far from the entrance to the left side from the entrance, to the left from the entrance.
Boardwalk style open festival, opening up once a year, setting up all the attractions. Usually, this place is completely empty or being used by joggers or vagabonds lurking underneath the docks and the bridges, now fully packed with people. A couple young men complaining at the screeching car. Hey, which way you driving?
So I open the window and calmly telling them, "Hey, get lost, you scrunks." So you do you want any problem?
If we want any problem, pal, you don't know who you're talking to. It's like reaches into his vest. He looks like a
I
punk. His hair standing up tall, dyed in red and pink. His teeth are colored. The edged teeth replaced with golden versions of those teeth. Absolute posers from a glance.
While he's trying to reach inside his pocket, I raise my left hand to the window and charge up a bit my gorilla hands with the sound.
Too clueless to recognize what hardware is being used, he pulls out a flip knife and shows it off menacingly, flipping it between his hands. A very practiced motion to intimidate complete noobs.
Without any hesitation, I'm just silently opening my door. It goes up this way, like I calmly go out from the car. My hands are being still, they're downside my body, but I have charged them for 20%, and I'm approaching those two punks.
The other guy commenting about the car. Look at this rust bucket. He can't even afford a new paint job. Gloating to each other.
While approaching those two punks, I'm trying to scan the street outside. So I'm checking to the left, to the right, to see if there are any badges.
Dozens of people walking about, doing their business, going into the park itself. No children in the immediate vicinity. Some people just playing on attractions. No police cars inside.
So when I'm already close to them, so on the reach of my hand, I speed up my motion and try to grab his hand with the knife with my iron fist.
This man is an amateur, easily held onto the wrist. He's like, fuck, let go. Jesus, my wrist.
While I'm holding his wrist, I'm grabbing the other one with my other hands to the neck, like this.
He tries to avoid it, seeing how easily you grabbed the other guy. Make a roll.
It's 10.
Success.
So I grab him by the neck and squeeze it a bit to feel him the pain. With the other hand, I just broke his wrist and shake it off. First, I shake off the guy with the knife, whose wrist I have broken, and I pull him away. Then I just raising a little the guy that was joking about me, and I'm holding him for his neck. I'm squeezing it, but not like to kill him, just then dropping him away from me.
Holding onto your hand, unable to move them. It's like, it's all right, I'm sorry, let me go.
Listen up, gonks. I'm approaching the guy who is lying on the asphalt and holding his neck.
He's coughing up, like rubbing the wound itself, already for an imprint having formed by the enhanced arms.
So here's the lesson. So don't bother people that you don't know what they're capable of, and maybe you will live a little longer in your pathetic life.
Right, man. Fuck. Chill out, man. The other guy with his broken wrist says like, "Fuck! It hurts!" Like crying like a baby.
Without paying any more attention, I'm just passing by them and going straightly to the entrance of the festival. So to the right side, there's some docks, some warehouses, some sailors. Some I can see to the right the sea and the docks. To the left hand, there's the usual street with bars, with shops and everything. So I'm just approaching the festival entrance.
The a very much open entrance, no tickets needed to enter the area. All of the money being made, as usual, with cheap party tricks and making the men pay for their girlfriends' fun times of charging tickets for each attraction.
So when I approach the entrance of the festival, I just look at this sea of the people, and
A good 1,000 people filling up the immediate, like the horizon, walking back and forth. At places shoulder to shoulder, it's packed. People having a good time. There can be seen not a musical, a band playing where the large majority of people have gathered right now, while others are strewn about for different attractions. Difficult to suss out one individual by yourself.
I grab my chin, thinking what to do. Then once again, I take my comlink, put some buttons, go again going through details to understand. Maybe I can have some clues. I can just and to remember his face if I will meet him. So I won't pass by.
A
Then I put
prominent
away.
a prominent scar on the neck is displayed as a part of the photographies that were sent to you. He's usually wearing a uniform. When off duty, he still wears the patch of his company called like Militech. A paramilitary operation company.
Yeah, I put away my comlink. Look through the festival activities. To the left, like maybe 50 meters away, to my 11, I can see a bar, an open bar. So where the bartender he just pours the drinks. There's a lot of people in front of this bar. So I just go straightly to this bar, approach the bartender, put my hands on the bar, and asking the bartender, "Hey, pal, can you get me 2 shots of tequila, please?"
All right, coming right up. He's handing out the drink to another customer while talking to you, wearing like big goofy glasses with a pink LED strips blinking out, a massive fake afro on his head as the music is bouncing, practically having to scream to even talk to each other. Grabbing a couple drinks, sliding them in front of you, mixing them. Here you go, pal. A small message for the bill pops up, and your comlink automatically deducts it for you.
I pull out my comlink to check out what is the message. And with the other hand, so with my left hand, I'm holding this comlink, and with my right hand, I'm grabbing one of the shots of tequila and just dropping inside myself.
A small pop-up notification, very commonplace in current day of payment drinks, like $5.
Listen, friend. My hand on the rack, and I'm taking another shot and dropping it, just drinking it with one shot. Hey, friend! I'm screaming to him. Didn't you notice a strange guy? Just like he looks like a military with a Militech patch on him. I try just to hear what is he saying me in return.
Well, partner, I've seen many people coming and going. Gotta be a bit more detailed. What you looking for?
Yeah, but it's not hard to notice him. Not a lot of people use their work uniform outside the job and wearing patches. So like he's a Militech guy, like a big patch. I think you would have noticed if he had approached you. He might be with his wife and a daughter.
Yeah, he
You're
seems to be.
literally.
He's thinking to himself, starts to pour a beer for another guy that's raising his finger. It's like, yeah, I might have seen something. Another notification pops up on your comlink. This time it says drinks $100, but the request stays open. It doesn't automatically pay itself.
I look at the bartender, smile at him.
There's a grin on his face as he's serving other customers, catching you from the side of his eye.
Yeah, I look straightly at him, smiling, and just confirm the payment.
Like, thank you for your service. He starts making you a third tequila, coming closer, and slides over the drink together with a small like data chip that he like pulls out of his neck. Slides it down there. Here you go. You get what you paid for. Now who else needs a drink? And he like starts walking to the other side of the bar and serve some hot girls.
I take the tequila shot with the chip inside it from the rack. I turn my back to the rack, just lean on it, drink this shot, but catch this chip with my teeth, then spit it to my hand, and without anyone seeing, I'm just pull inside my neck in the chip breather.
The information starts overlaying over your eyes like an augmentation itself, showcasing all the tickets a particular customer had bought with the same scar. His name is listed. It's the right name. It lists up like cotton candy, couple drinks, the Ferris wheel, And the Ferris wheel is the newest one, updated 2 minutes ago.
I raised my eyes to the festival activities and moving my head from the left to the right.
Oh, the Ferris wheel easily spottable, slowly turning in the sky.
So maybe in 100 meters to my left hand, I can see this Ferris wheel that is slowly moving with its cabins right on the side shore. Mm, I lean back from the bar rack and approaching with haste this Ferris wheel. That's during my walk to this wheel. I When I'm coming closer to it, I decide not to straightly move inside this wheel. I just look back, and I can see the cashier, where you can buy tickets. It's right uh, in front of the entrance for Fire Wheel.
A young
And
lady wearing, like, about 20, wearing a skin-tight uniform, as it's common, like a more see-through, like a rain poncho, but it's skin-tight instead, handing out tickets. Over here, a couple of like young people and couple families standing in line to get on the Ferris wheel as she guides them on. The next section raising up, the next chamber lowering, the opening its door as people exit.
so I stand up in the queue for this lady, which selling tickets. But I move my head back to look at the move of the wheel to understand how fast does it move. So I'm counting in my head. So if it was 2 minutes ago when he bought the wheel, it took me 1 minute, maybe, to come here. So and it moves with this pace. So I think that. So I'm trying to count the pace of the wheel to understand when he will come up, but I'm not eager to buy any tickets from the lady. I'm just standing in the queue and looking at the entrance at the exit from the wheel to catch the guy that I need.
Make a roll, making the math in your head, ascertaining which chamber he might be inside of.
Unsuccess.
Difficult to tell, unable to see through the windows, as they are, as the windows only lets you look outside, not inside. Just gonna have to wait by the exit.
Shit, I swear. I quit the queue, which are buying. Turn back and go to the exit from this wheel. When I approach this exit, I can see that there are some kind of crates to the right from the exit. So I just maybe 5 meters away from the exit. So I just sit down on this bunch of crates, one of them, and taking my comlink, because I want to show that I'm just looking through my comlink, doing nothing, reading something, but but I'm trying to catch who is going outside with the glimpse of my eye, with the side of my eye.
A few minutes pass. People exit their chambers, having a good time. At some point, you see a little girl come out with her mother, followed up by your target. They speak to each other. It's a bit too noisy outside to pick up what they're saying. Little girl's like waving a finger to another attraction, and the mother follows her, and your target is waving them on, saying something to the effect of, I'll be right with you. And he like starts to slowly walk across the street, picks up his comlink, and talks with somebody.
Casually, I'm standing up from the crate which I was sitting on, not putting away my comlink. I approach this guy from his back.
Make me a stealth roll to get close to him.
Unsuccessful.
Approaching him from the back, as he's talking to the comlink, he routinely checks his own dead angles, typical military procedures, notices you, and turns around. The look on his face, deadpan, ascertaining if you're a threat or not, recognizing very quickly that you are a threat, and he lowers his phone.
I'm still approaching the guy with my comlink in front of my face. I change my eyes from comlink to him. I see. Looking straight at me, I put away mine, and just trying to dash to him very fast, for him not to be able to get his iron ready.
Make a roll. As your eyes meet, he lets go of his phone and unclasps the buckle on his sidearm.
Success.
His hand is on the gun, and he pulls it out of the holster as you reach him. Go ahead.
Sorry?
His hand is on his gun, and he pulls it out of his holster as you reach him. Go ahead.
So when I dash to him, I straightly bump with my head to his nose, like hit him with my head to his nose.
Blood splatters out, and he lets out a short grunt.
Then when he's a little stunned, I with my right hand, with my right leg, I hit him, trying to ground him. So I hit him in the lower side of the leg to ground him down.
You both fall onto the ground on top of him. He's laying on his back, trying to grasp the gun, unable to aim it at you, like controlling his body.
I use my left enhanced hand to catch his arm with the gun, not to for him not to be able to use it to shoot at me. And then I'm trying to stand up, then charge up my enhanced hand, and try to hit him in a knee, to break his knee. So I take hit on one and on the second knees.
He is spitting you in the eye, taking this small second, making you recoil to throw you off. Make a roll to stop his escape.
Success.
Unable to move away. Like, get off, you bastard!
Holding his hand with the gun and just standing on him. I'm telling to him, Mr. Who is sending you his regards, and like smash his knees with my right hand.
A loud crack. Most of the damage hidden under his nice black laced pants. Some blood starts oozing out. The cracking of bones. Audible to you. The loud music obscuring most of what's happening. A couple people at this point turning around and seeing what's happening and like, oh my god, like trying to call attention to it. The kneecap
So I
shattered.
hastily checking the surroundings, like moving my head left, right, back to see if there are any badges or some guards approaching me, and leaving the guy away and standing up to both of my legs.
You see a couple people in the crowd are like waving wildly for a couple of officers patrolling the area and flagging them down. They turn to look in your direction, but they're like masses of people in the way, getting shoved aside as a whistle is being blown.
I quickly check after a quick check and seeing hearing the whistle has blown, and like 50 or 70 meters away, some badges trying deciding to come after me. I look to the left, look to the right, see the alley on the right, like a small alley. There are some crates, some trash bins. It's like an alley between like two small shops or two small fairy activity stands.
Yeah, between shops, most buildings are either tents or like hastily set up.
So
a drone flies off into the sky above the police officers and zooms over their heads, approaching you closer.
So I rapidly throw my body to this tiny alley between the shops and just running through it, like squeezing with my shoulders and moving fastly through this alley. When I finish my movement, I turn back and I can see that behind me is the wheel. So I have moved through this alley in some suburb parts of this festival.
Running past trash bags and people, a cook cooking cooking his noodles inside the sewer oil that is under the asphalt, like tripping past him, yelling after you in Chinese. A young couple of like barely adult teenagers making out at the exit of the alley, blocking your way, completely focused on each other as their hands are wandering about. Behind you, the drone flying closer, like closing the gap more and more, blinking red and blue lights and making a loud noise. Weep, 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 weep.
Seeing the drone approaching me, I speed up my pace, and just in front of me, I can see the fence, which is pretty climbable, but I do understand that it's just the usual fence, not very big. It's a metal fence. So approaching this fence, understanding that it would be time to jump over it or to climb it, I just charge up my hands and try to
rip it open.
To rip it open.
The metal fence tears apart. No problem to your cyber augmentations.
Squeezing through the hole opened. I scratched my clothes. Damn, shit. Turning my head forward, I can see that I have entered the dog territory. So there are beans crates everywhere, some hangers. I look to the left. There's on the left I can see the seashore and some ships that are parked at the shore, and the cranes moving and moving all these crates and everything. So they being unloaded.
Some areas of the docks have massive crates stacked up. It's like a veritable maze in there.
Looking through this mess of crates, I can see that some of them, they're not very closely installed. So a person can just hardly but can squeeze in, and on the top of these crates are more crates. So I see the possibility to hide from these drones. So I try to squeeze inside this little hole between crates.
Make a roll. The drone chasing you, running to the crate's maze itself. It makes a lot of noise. Dock workers are like stopping what they're doing to turn around, like what's going on. Some of them are like surprised as you pass by them. There's a small gap, an opening for you to dash in.
Successfully, I put my massive body in this small hole, but I'm absolutely unable to move freely inside this hole. So I just squeezed inside this hole, and standing like my chest and my back are feeling the crates from both sides, and my head is like under practically under the crate is up on me.
The noise gets louder, as it like passes you, flies further away. People, you can hear people running closer as a a couple of police officers ran past you as well. Some parts of their conversation. He ran that way. Fuck, I think we lost him. Like, we have to split up. One officer starts to talk into his comlink, asking for air support.
I have squeezed in from the right. The hole that I have squeezed in is to the right from me. So I am like very, very slowly, like a worm, moving my body to the left, to the end of to the other end of the crate, but it may be like 10 meters away. So the process is moving very slowly.
Make a roll to sneak through. Shimming between the crates. Luckily, they don't scrape and screech as you gently move between them. The police officers walk off in a different direction. Noise of the rain like starts to get interrupted by the sounds of rotating blades as the police chopper tries to scan the area. Nobody has spotted you so far.
So after I have reached the other side of this crate, so I squeeze out of this hole.
There's a man standing there with his yellow hard hat on, like looking after a police officer that ran down a different alleyway already.
After I exit this this tiny hole, I sat down. I sit down with the hard breath, like trying to breathe myself up, raising my left hand with the raised finger, like a gesture. Wait a second. When I finish my breathing procedure, I look straight to the eyes of this dock worker, and this raised finger I put to my lips. I doubt. I'm sure, Paul. I'm sure you want to come back home today.
Make an intimidation roll. He takes a couple steps back and clicks on his comm link and yells for security at Section 13. He tries to run away from you, like turns his back to you and makes a dash for it.
The damage is done. So I see the guy that is running away from me. There is no point in pursuing him because, like,
what do you do?
Yeah, I do. I approach the docks where the water starts.
It's
and
opening
I
up.
Look down.
A large ship blocking most of it. Your gangplanks bridging the gap between the ship and the dock itself. Gigantic industrial-sized staircases planted down between the ship and the dock. A gap to jump into the water, like good 12-meter drop at this distance.
I look down and see that there is like a dozen of meters to jump down. Then raise my eyes to see the ship being unloaded with the cranes and everything. look to the right and see the people that's running, and I can hear the approaching sound of the drone. I even can see the lights lighting, and the red lights that lighting. With a deep breath, damn, I hate this work. I jump down from the pier to the water.
A splash. And that's where we end the session. There you go.
Yeah, sorry for being a little rusty in my English and with all the things because I was a bit nervous.
Yeah.
Literally it was literally the first time for me when I played English in English.
Yeah, no worries. No, that's all good. Yeah, let's talk about this.
Yes.
I want to hear your opinion first of what you thought about the session. What stands out to you?
First of all, I have paid attention that you are very good at describing the surroundings,
Oh,
and also
thank you.
that's yeah, also that I noticed that you never try to move a character, so you adapt for everything is being told to you and everything I say and everything I do. So you just use it and just what will happen, that will happen. So I'm telling you, and then we check and then go on. So
Yeah.
it was very nice as a training session. It was very nice for me to try it, and definitely I will continue my experience in this.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm very curious to know about how different was this compared to your practice with Klaus playing in Russian. Like, if you can give me the broad strokes or like details of how, if this was different or what was the same.
What was the difference for me as a player? Because it's the thing that I'm more I'm describing more because I have a better vocabulary in the language, so I describe
Right.
more. And now it was a bit rusty to the just and also I was nervous. But what is the difference in mechanically? What is the difference was? Let me think a little. Maybe he's not so bright in describing, but and he also even did mention it because he tries to improve his describing of the surroundings, and I don't know, but mechanically it was like the same mostly,
Okay.
except we use D100. That is the difference, maybe. So
Right.
it's a
Yeah.
little bit more complicated. Yeah. That is the difference. It's a bit more complicated because of the role. So now it's was very simple. You either success or you don't. That's all. I think this mechanically it's the main reason. So it was simpler to make rolls right here.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. And that's a part of the reason why, like, I don't use a system. I just use 2d6 to so that the player and the game master don't have to think about the mechanics. So that way you can only think about roleplay. You only have to worry about what your character would do. And this is why I say, you decide if you're good or incompetent in the skill. Like if I ask for a role, you decide if you're competent or not, right? Like smashing his legs, you're competent, you can do that. Grabbing the wrist of the guy with the flip knife doesn't need a roll because I described as part of portraying the guy that he is a poser. So you don't need to roll off against him. Like maybe if he pulled out a gun, then we can start a roll. But he was showing off, so no roll was needed.
Yeah. Truly, I did understand that, because when you told exactly that he was a poser, that's because it was. I was thinking, what will you tell? Because I was inside the car, and if guy have pulled out the gun, so I'm in.
You
I'm
mean
in
that he pulled
the
out the
disadvantage.
knife?
No, yes. But before he pulled out the knife,
Yes.
I was thinking what he will do, because if he had pulled the gun, and I'm inside the car, I'm in the disadvantage, because the guy with the gun, so he can shoot me while I was just
Right.
going away from the car.
Yes.
So yes, that is. So I logically understand whether he pulled a knife and you told he is a poser. So I absolutely felt no threat that I can approach them, because of course in another reason I would have played differently.
Yeah, I like that because for me this helps with it informs the world. If you like drive to a festival or a party and somebody pulls out a gun when there's lots of people nearby, why would you do that? Like you just make yourself a criminal immediately, and you might get caught very fast. Or or you have to hide, or you have to make sure that nobody notices. So it's like the kind of thing of pulling out a gun doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, sure. And also, why did I why have I decided to do everything with my target publicly? Because I am a brawler, so I'm not
Yeah.
the stealthy person who just sneak follows somebody. I'm just a brawler. The first
Yeah.
thing, and second, it was written in my contract: break his legs. So
Yes.
I don't have to kill him. I just want to humiliate him inside of uh, to humiliate him publicly, and better in front of his family. So what should I do?
Yes.
I just break his leg and then try to run off. So I understand that. Of course, I did understand that it's a festival and there are some badges or some guards, but I tried just to run away. That's all I can do.
I like that. I like that. And yeah, I think that's I think it's fun. Like for a poser that I described at the start, he doesn't gain anything from attacking you. He just wants to feel strong. But you have a contract with a goal, and you get paid for it. So it makes sense for you to go, to attack him when you get the chance. How did you feel about? Because I didn't want to just give you being able to smash his legs, right? We made the roll so that you can approach him before he shoots you, since this is the biggest threat. We made no roll when you throw him to the ground. I gave that to you because I think that was part of the success of reaching him, that you control over his body. But then you described you wanted to smash his legs, and I just described him spitting in your eye and go for an escape. And for that, I thought it was very important to make you roll for this one, because it will decide how the fight turns. If he has a chance, if he could shoot you again, So that was very, very important to interrupt you before you attack him with your fist.
Yeah, sure. I personally liked this scene of fight, because it really was kind of intimidating, and it showed this is not like this posers that were not able to do anything. This guy was a military trained person. He tried to pull it down. Yes, I have rolled successfully.
Yeah.
That is true. But I couldn't have rolled differently, and that changed everything. And that he tried to fight off. This is also very good because, like a person, I like playing games, role playing.
Yeah.
I like fighting things very much. So I like this fighting, like fighting setups, and I'm pretty sure when two or more persons when they engage this fight scene, it must be like this. It must be short because when you fight with someone, you make a move and you can you can be countered, you be counter moved. So
Yes.
I think that yes, it's all the time that then people enter fight scene that must be short. Yeah, but you have to make rolls because it's we can't throw away the dice because this is the reason who is stronger, who will succeed and who will
Yes.
not.
And it's dangerous, right? It's dangerous. You are like pumped up, or you're scared. You're focused, like tunnel visioned. Lots of things can happen in a fight. So the die rolls really help in deciding on who gets the upper hand. There's a bit of chaos involved. So
Yeah, and these fighting scenes they take time because the fight it happens in 3, 5, maybe 10 seconds, but
yeah,
it will take like in the gaming time it will maybe 10 minutes, and something can happen even outside the fight. So if two people are fighting, someone can approach them and to intervene to the
yeah.
fight. So and this also might happen. So yeah, the the fighting scene was good, was decent. I'd say that. And how do you think how did I manage to try to describe my surroundings or what I was doing, the things with the bartender?
Yeah, so yeah, I want to talk about this. A couple things that I've noticed, and I will start with what stood out as a negative.
Mm-hmm.
I did not like that you look to your left and look to your right. For me, this
Mm-hmm.
was very much, and maybe it's because we do it in English, so you can tell me if you do the same in Russian. For me, that is like too much, because I know that you're looking around. You know, you live here. You can describe yourself. I observe my surroundings, or I make sure that I'm not followed. If you describe every turn with I look to the left and I see this building, and I look to the right and I see that building, it slows down the game a lot. So this is something that we call like low resolution and high resolution. If you are at a new place, normally the game master describes the area, but I'm happy for you to describe the alleyway or the festival or the highway. I'm happy with that. So I liked it when you do it like low resolution of like passing past the neon lights as they become a blur, driving the car down the highway, which is pretty good. But we don't have to describe like every detail. And when you say like I look to the left and I see this type of building, and I look to the right and I see that type of building, it does not make the scene. What is the word? It is not information, it is noise. Do you understand what I mean by that?
Yeah. I understand. Uh, yeah, I did it not correctly, but I wanted to add to the scene that to the right are docks and festival, and to the left is our usual buildings and street. So to
Yes.
understand that, like I'm going that way, to the right are docks, and to the right is street with shops and
Okay.
everything. Yeah,
Okay. Yes.
I shouldn't have maybe described it like I see that, I see those. Must have been shorter. So I agree. I agree absolutely with you.
There is and that's like a big thing, and it can be just the that since we are doing it in English and not in Russian, because I cannot roleplay in Russian. If I try, I cannot speak Russian anyways. But the important thing for me would be a different way to describe it is I leave the city behind me and walk onto the festival. It has the same effect, but instead, it's a different way of describing it more. What's the word? More smoothly, more clearly.
Okay, okay. I accept it. But I will just add one more thing. That
Yeah,
was for
go
me
ahead.
because I will tell you why I did. I think that I should have done shorter, but not just like I'm leaving the city for the festival, because I was building up the setup inside my head. So
Yes,
then I parked my car. So went out the car. I see the gongs on the disposers on the street. So
yes,
I turn to them. To the right are dogs, and further is maybe like further forward is the entrance to the festival.
right.
To the left is
Yes.
street with the shops. So I just set up to understand where I was moving.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that is good. Even and it's totally fine if sometimes it's a bit difficult to describe things, so that's perfectly fine. I agree with you, actually. That's perfectly fine. It's also the game master can also add elements here to describe your immediate surroundings, but yeah, it's fine for the player to describe some of it, because usually the game master runs the whole world, right? The elements inside the world, and you as a player, you just live there. You look around and you see it. So as long as it's reasonable to assume, it's completely fine. Here's a detail that I wanted to bring up where I thought I described something and you missed it or ignored it. You were running down the alleyway away from the police with the drone, and I wanted to describe the alleyway more, but you described already reaching the other side of the alleyway in the same turn. So I wanted to cut in and describe the alleyway of like the coke boiling with like sewer oil, the noodles, which which I picked up from like some Hong Kong documentaries and stuff like that, Chinese documentaries of like, yeah, cooking street food with like sewer oils. Disgusting, but that's how people do it. And that the exit is blocked by a couple, so you actually have to shove them out of the way. But I think you did not understand what I meant by that. Maybe you thought you have enough room to just walk past them.
Yeah. To be true, this is not that I have ignored that are blocking the pathway. It was like I didn't hear the word that they were blocking, so I didn't understand where they were standing. So
Okay.
what I thought that I was running through the alley, and I saw that in the alley, young couple is standing near the one side of the alley and making the things. I didn't understand that they were blocking
Okay.
the alleyway. Of course,
Okay.
if I did
Yes.
hear that, I will tell that I showed them and run to the fence.
Yeah, and that is
My,
normal. Go ahead.
no, it's just my bad because I really didn't catch on this couple.
Okay, and that is pretty normal. It happens a lot in role playing, since we don't ask questions. Those types of like misunderstanding, miscommunication can happen. So, and when it happens, I was thinking of correcting you that the couple is still in your way, but I did not, because I thought it's not important. Like it's not important for if your character lives or dies, or that it's not changing the problem, your character problem. Instead, you reach the fence and you try to break your way through the fence. So I was happy to let go and keep on role playing. That's fine. On the
So
things of like describing the scene, you brought up it's like a small alleyway. That's why I want to describe people standing in your way. Okay, if it's a really small alleyway, then you have to. This is a problem that's in your way of like, oh, people are making out, behind the shops by the festival. And you're like, get out of my way, like push them over.
yeah, I I would have I would have definitely done that if I if I was running, but just it will be add more. It would have added more to the scene, but yeah, I missed it.
Yeah, yeah, it's
But you
okay.
know, even in Russian language, even in native language, when we're playing, I mean, people or in their native language, they still miss a lot.
Yes,
So
yes.
they still do miss a lot, and they don't pay, or they don't pay attention, or they can overhear or didn't hear something. So and they just just missing things. But the funny thing that's why I do like playing with Klaus, and I even tried to be a GM myself for a couple of times already with him. So you just adapt. So if something like this happens, you just adapt. Even if it's critical, I think it's not like any other types of playing when you play and they people ask everything and they go back and replay, for example, some things because if they're not satisfied with the result. I don't know if this did
Yeah.
you have, have ever engaged such kind of place, but
Wait,
it's like
what? They go back because they don't like the result? What? That's a thing?
no, I mean, like for example, like not like they just I don't like the result, let's replay. But some interests they interfere. For example, like with this thing with the young couple. For example,
Yes, yes,
the master or other player has told something is happening,
yes.
and another person in his turn he has said over what master has played, or he might have forgotten or didn't hear like I did, and he
Ah, yes, yes.
or already done something, and the game master tells no, let's play back, let's go back to the scene, let's replay it, let's start let's start from the point like this that you so in another game, it would have been that the master would have told me, so no. Play back. You're entering the alleyway and then play once again. I'm telling about this. But
Yes, yes.
sometime once upon a time I have met the things that like people really they made a quarrel about bad results because his character died. It was in D&D party, by the way. So and he made such a big quarrel that the master was forced to replay everything, to
Oh my
replay the
god.
battle, not this
What?
person to die.
Oh, why do we play a game if you cannot lose?
For for me, yes, but some people they like
Yes.
I don't know. They,
Right.
they handle their characters through dozens of games, so and they're so proud
Yeah.
of it. And if something will happen to this character, it will be a very big problem to them. So I don't care. I like
Yes.
dying in games because it's fun.
It is part of setting expectations for the game, right? Like, are we role playing? Are we playing the game? Or are we telling a story? Because if we are telling a story, you cannot die. Otherwise, we never reach the end of the story. You cannot. If you have to, if the players show up to hear a story that the game master has prepared, suddenly the player characters cannot die anymore because it ruins the story that has been prepared. And that's the whole mental, the mind shift of what are we playing for. And for me as a game master in this case. I really enjoy 4D roleplay because I don't have to worry about running a story for the players anymore. I used to worry a lot about setting up a story and making sure it's fun for the players, which means I just have to do all of the work. I have to do all of the work of the world, of the non-player characters, of making sure that the story is fun. And then at the end of the session, the players are like, okay, this was fun, do it again. Do it again next week.
So I see the 4D is more like a sandbox. So it's more
Yes.
it's referring to terms of computer gaming. It's more like a sandbox, so you can do anything is possible. But you have to roll what will happen. It's funny thing that when I used to be in the army, it was years ago, maybe like 18 years ago, and I didn't know, of course, the term of 4D, and I think it even
Yes.
didn't exist at that time.
Yes, it did not exist.
Yeah. So, but when we were on duty, it was very dull, nothing to do. So I had a little experience in role playing, but we have a couple of dices. So and I started to play with my people. I started to play this like 4D because I was just telling the story, and I was okay. Just go and tell me what they're doing. I will tell you the result.
Yeah.
Throw the dice.
Yeah.
So it was like 18 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, that's super fun. That's super cool.
Yeah, we didn't have any core books, any rule books, nothing. Just a couple of dices. The person who is the game master and the people who want just to have fun.
Let's talk about near the end of the session. I think you were with the dog worker. You exit this tight shimming space. And I jumped in to describe the dog worker looking after a police walking off. Now, I wanted to make sure that you don't keep describing what is around at the docks because it's my world. This is my job. I should describe what is immediately around you, since this is a dangerous place, right? If it's not dangerous, it's fine for you to describe things. But if it's dangerous, it means the game master. It means that if the player describes it, the player could also describe an easy way to get out of danger, and I want to avoid that. So I'm putting down this coworker, and as a game master, I'm thinking you might want to steal his uniform. You might want to intimidate him. You might, wait for him to walk away so he doesn't notice you. But it gives you opportunities. And I very much liked that you described him seeing you, and you're trying to intimidate him. Keep your mouth shut. Don't make any alarms. It's it's okay.
Yeah, by the way, I didn't want to describe when I have exited this tiny hall. I wanted just to hunch and to breathe up because I wanted to show that it was very tiny space. So
Yeah.
I was pressed from the back and from the front. So I squeezed through this hole, but it was difficult. So I hunched a little, make a breathing. But when you told me that there is a guy, so anyway, I needed to hunch and to breathe. So
I like that. I like that. That was good. That was very good.
So yeah, I tried to. I had two once. When I threw a dice, I had snake eyes. I had snake eyes. Two once.
Yes.
It would have been critical success.
He pulls out his gun and shoots you.
Yeah.
Yes, in that situation, I mean, criticals can be fun because you can make a normal scene much more dangerous. So, he might pull out his taser or something.
Yeah, yeah. If I had critical and success, it would can have. Maybe he was a guard. Maybe he was a
Yeah.
dog guard, for
Yeah,
example.
Doc. Yes.
And I was in disadvantage because I was hunched down and breathing, so he could do everything to me. But yeah, this is a good point, by the way, because especially when you play online on Discord or something like this, a lot of things happen when people are describing something. I mean, players,
Yes.
uh, and they go further that the master have planned. So I have also met this kind of situations, and because of the politeness, so I didn't interfere because the person is telling something. By the way, the same is with Nicholas because he is a polite person. He never
Yes.
interferes anyone. But sometimes, yeah, sometimes you have to jump in
Yes.
and to tell the up.
In a way, this is how I would describe it. It is part of pacing, of taking you around as a player. So you say where you are and what you do, and you speak in character, and you're done in 10 seconds, and then it's the next player's turn. And this way, you can get a turn every minute, or maybe every 2 minutes, if it takes a while, or if the game master is describing something again. Sometimes people, like a player, has a conversation with the barkeep. Okay, this might take 3 minutes, but you still keep your turn short and not long. You keep it short, and while you're talking with the barkeep, the other player is sending out his drone to the sky to see if he can analyze the faces and find the target while you're talking to the barkeep. So he gets his minute of roleplay, and we keep it moving bit for bit. And I understand this need for politeness, of you don't want to interrupt the players so much. You want to be polite. But it is more polite to interrupt him. Of like, okay, what do you do, Klaus? Now it's your turn. To keep the turns short, so that everyone understands, oh, right, I'm talking too much. Let me pull it back a little and make sure that everybody gets a turn. So, because he will get his turn again and he gets to finish talking to the barkeep. We don't have to do the whole scene in one go. He gets to continue it when it's his turn again.
Yeah, sure. But and also, I think that the player can describe anything if it's not critical for the environment. Like you said
Yes.
correctly, that it was a dangerous environment. So I like you cops are searching for you. So you're in
Yes.
docks. It's a private territory, so you are not allowed to be here. And for example, when it was a festival, I was more free to describe because it was like so just a just a casual place where everyone can enter. So and
Yeah, pretty much. That's a good way to look at it. Yes. There was some. Oh, sorry. Did you had something else?
no, I just wanted
Okay.
to ask you, yeah, how do you think that when I have ended the bar rack, that I have just added the bartender because you never told me that there is any bartender, right? I just told you that I have entered and I have seen to my 11 the bar rack and straightly approached it.
So, I have no problem with this. It's like, okay, what is the problem? Oh no, there's a bar at a party. Impossible.
But I think it was very stupid that just if you approached the bartender and told him, have you seen a guy with a Militech head?
I think it's fine. So this is, you are creating an element into the scene. And I describe the festival as a large place with thousands of people. So you can either create, like, I see a bar and I approach it and lean on the surface to ask the bartender for information. I think that is like 3 different steps. Instead, since you asked me what I think, I would describe, I look around for a bar and I see a bar. So I walk towards it. And that would be where I stop so that the game master can describe what kind of bar it is. Is it closed? Is it open? Is it just like a tent set up, with it's like it's part of the festival. It's like all set up in tents. Or, is it like what's it called? Like those homemobiles on wheels that are like open on the side, and he's like leaning out like a hot dog stand as they drive from festival to festival. So and stop there so that the game master can introduce more detail. But I have no problem with like inventing a bar and a bartender and asking him questions.
I see it, and that, by the way, the point that you have asked me firstly when about Klaus when we played him, what is the difference? The difference that he describes more, and he make he make longer turns by himself and by people. So you're telling what? So you have a short a short turn that I have looked for a bar. I have noticed the bar to the left for me, and I approach the bar, and then you step up.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
For example, Klaus would have played it differently. So that's what I'm telling you. What is the difference? So he
Klaus can learn.
Longer terms. Huh?
Klaus can learn.
I mean, yeah. By the way, he was. You just because you have asked about the difference, I have told that that is the difference. We have longer terms.
Yes.
In Russian, and as I can see it, one of the reasons because Russian language longer than English language, so we have longer words. We have longer words, longer sentences. That's why this happens, because we can say in Russian, I'm looking for the bar. Will be longer. Will sound longer.
Okay. Well, in that case, I recommend to keep your sentence even shorter, since you have such a long language.
By the way, it's very interesting. Well, I think we next time we will try this. And I think we will be playing next week. We will try this. But from this point, you are stepping, so you're having more time of like game master. So you have to describe more. So if you want players to make short turns, and you leave for them. And you leave for yourself to describe the surroundings, the bar, and everything. You have more gaming time than players.
I will also try to keep my turns short as a game master. So, and that is the part of not over describing everything, right? As I mentioned, low resolution and high resolution. Low resolution is you arrive at the festival, it's over 1,000 people. There are multiple attractions like a Ferris wheel, and I forgot the word for describing when you go on a ride, like a ride, a railroad, for.
Right. We call it in Russian "Amerikansky gorki," but I think it's in English it's Russian gorki or something like this, because I understand what you're talking about. It's
yes. As I can. Oh, a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster.
Yeah. Roller coaster, and in Russian we call it American roller coaster.
Yeah,
And then America, they call it Russian roller coaster.
that's so fun. And and that would be like low resolution because those are the big things you see immediately. A lot of lights, a lot of people, massive Ferris wheel, and a roller coaster. And now I stop my turn so that players can talk in character, they can look around, they can talk about a plan, and they can give the turn back to me. As they move into the festival, I can describe more details. Or also the players can invent the barn. Let's go to the bar first. I'm thirsty anyways.
Yeah, but by the way, it's very interesting term, high resolution and low resolution description. It is really interesting because I didn't think about it in this way, but now I will. So next time I will try to amend it.
Very cool. That's cool to hear. So I have one more topic to discuss, and this is near the end of the session. I told you, what do you do? Do you remember this?
Yeah.
I forgot what happened there. What was the scene where I asked you, what do you do? Was it after the dock worker?
Yeah, it was after the dock worker. So you asked me after I failed the intimidation test, and he decided to run away and called in his walkie-talkie.
Yes.
Use his walkie-talkie, and you asked me after that, what do you do?
The reason I asked this is because you described that you are trying things or that you want to do something, but you did not describe yourself doing it. And I wanted to make sure that you can ignore, if you try to do something, you can ignore that. Just do it. By doing it, you already challenge the world if you succeed or fail. So either you succeed and I describe, like the fence is torn apart because you open the fence. You don't try to open the fence, you do it. But if it's a roll, then I ask you, it might be a really strong fence, make a roll, grabbing this reinforced fence and tearing it open. So, and I want you to keep your mind on this because it's a very normal problem for many players to have, because a lot of games, the game master says, oh, you cannot do this. You cannot do that. That's not possible. Oh, this is not a normal fence. This is a difficult fence. No, this is a wall. You cannot pull it open with your fists. So the players hear that, they think, oh, okay, wait. I'm not allowed to say that I do it. I have to ask for permission first. Can I pull open the fence? Or I try to pull open the fence. I try to run away. Don't ask for permission. Just run away. I'm running away.
Yeah. Correct. That's a usual mistake in, I think, every language and every type of game, because especially for the people when they just start 4D, or they enter 4D from other systems, because they are not used to that. You just do things and that's all. And if it's needed, you will be asked for a roll.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good point. By the way, I also have noticed it when I started to think in words, like to think orally, because it was my thoughts and I made it orally. It was incorrect. So I did also notice it.
At the start of the session, you said something. Like you're asking me, the game master, a question. And I said, this man turns around and said, what did he say? Did he say something?
Yeah, but
and you cut yourself.
But it was. But I wasn't asking you a question. I was talking to myself. That was the reason.
Oh,
so
okay.
when I looked at the comlink and when I put it away, So I was deciding what to do, and I spilled
Yes.
it orally. That was
What?
the point. I was
Yeah. What
asking.
do I
I
do
was
now?
asking you.
But
Yeah,
somebody's
yeah,
there, so I'm like, okay, the world can hear this. So did you say something?
yeah.
It's like,
Sure, sure. Because yeah, sometimes people just talk to. Sometimes people just talk to themselves, especially in difficult
yes.
situation. You start talking to yourself, and that was my thoughts that I spilled orally. That was intended. But
Okay,
in the
okay, I like it.
but in the end, yeah, that was it was. I was already thinking orally what I wanted to do.
Gotcha. Okay,
It was good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was nice vetting with you. It was a nice experience. So you are my first now. I mean, in in playing role play in foreign language. So and it was fun. It was fun. I have definitely learned a couple of things. Definitely learned what to pay attention to. So it was very nice. Thank you very much for
thank
your
you.
time.
Yeah, this was great. All right, and with that, I will stop the recording for YouTube. So there will be a link to the Discord in the description, and there's also a link to the 4D roleplay book in the description that was made to help beginners to learn what is 4D roleplay. Since it's a bit difficult. Before the book, it was very difficult to describe it. We just had like 20 videos over 20 channels. But now we have a book, so it's a bit easier for new people. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I'll close the video.